Yes, Mayor. I got a little complaint with you.
Sure.
Okay, and in today's economy, we're losing jobs left and right.
Mm-hmm.
We just lost a whole factory, 250 employees. Air Brake's laying off 100 people 1 week a month until indefinite time. I know a lot of people that are being furloughed weeks at a time. Anybody in this city is very lucky to have a job at all. And it wasn't long ago, you people were on the radio and the TV saying that the sales tax money was not coming in, you don't have enough money, and the taxes are going to have to go up and up and up. Now, people are struggling to pay anything right now. And you handed out a pay raise to city employees. Our city employees are probably some of the best that are around. But what don't you understand, or the city manager, about cutting back? Everybody has to cut back. Now, you said on TV, well, we have to keep their spirits up. Mayor, I think if you told all our employees that they weren't going to lose their job, and what I know of the city, they all have decent pay, benefits, vacations, sick leave. It's a pretty good job to have in today's age.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really irresponsible of you and the city manager to be handing out pay raises to anybody at this time.
Okay.
It's not like they're working for $7 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
These are great jobs. And I really think it's really irresponsible. What don't you understand about cutting back like everybody else is? You see in the paper every single day, Mayor, that the townships are cutting back. They're laying off. They're cutting hours. They're not going to buy this, buy that, because we are going to be in dire straits. And I think at this time, because I believe that we've always taken care of our city employees, and at this time, the pay rates that they make and the benefits they receive, that would be their turn to cut back a little like the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't have this money coming in, like you say, who's going to pay for all these pay raises? The city property owners again? What's going to happen is, if we don't cut back like every other state and every other township, you're going to drive people out of their homes because they aren't going to be able to afford the taxes.
Okay.
Okay?
All righty. Thanks for the call, sir. All right, I know. 755-1240 is the phone number if you'd like to give us a call to be on the hotline today, America's favorite noontime talk show. He's on the air. What the caller was referring to was last night's approval by City Council of a 2-year agreement with Civil Service Employees Association, representing a little over 100 city employees and so on. If you'd like to call in on any topic, you're more than welcome to do so. Give us a holler on this gorgeous, I'll tell you, Tuesday afternoon. Good afternoon, hotline.
Yes, Mayor. I just wanted to comment on the last caller. I happen to know someone who happens to work for the city, and I know for a fact that he clears $300 a week in his paycheck. He gets paid every 2 weeks, and he's also been informed that his health insurance is going up between 10% and 12%. So a 2.5% increase in his pay is not going to make or break anything. And I realize the economic climate, and there are a lot of people who have to cut back, and there's a lot of city employees, there's a lot of state employees, there's a lot of county employees who've had to cut back drastically in their lives. But unfortunately, the services are going higher and higher, and everyone has to be able to afford to
right.
pay for their clothing, their heat. I mean, let's face it, how much has our heat gone up in the North Country? And there's a lot of services that unfortunately, and a lot of fluff that we can cut from the budget, but keeping the city employees at least able to feed their families and clothe themselves and live in the city or within the city limits to pay for all these services should be our main concern.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye now. Good afternoon, Hotline.
Yes, I think it was a great idea to put in a couple more parking spots in the downtown.
Well, it's a start. I would have preferred to do more, but try to do the best you can for folks.
Right. I do want to remind everybody, Zoo 2 today, CSEA 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Yeah, that's important to mention because it is such a gorgeous day out there. The Zoo2.com fundraising effort, and the gentleman from there is coming to town, and I'm sure they'd appreciate a nice turnout out on Water Street. So 2 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Nope.
All right, bye now. Okay, very good. I know her, I think. Yeah. Well, on those parking spots, I went down there yesterday, stopped at Avon Shoes, and I understand the viewpoint. Hopefully this helps out a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 755-1240 is the phone number. If you'd like to give us a call to be on the hotline today, America's favorite noontime talk show is on the air, as we are every Monday through Friday at this time on this community broadcaster station. Good afternoon, Hotline.
Yeah, Mayor, to get back to the first caller.
Yes.
I kind of agreed with him, but the part that disappoints me is you never seem to defend yourself. You know, he keeps yelling, and he keeps yelling to you, and you just...
Well, I wanted to give him the chance to...
Yeah, but, I mean, then you take your chance, and you should voice your opinion on why you gave him the raise, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I voted in favor of the contract, which was actually retroactive to a year ago, last July.
Right.
The negotiations on that had started last summer.
Okay.
In that particular climate, I think there was a 3% raise offer on the table. That was not, at that time, acceptable to the union. As the situation, economics changed, the city's offer was dropped, and a compromise was reached at 2.5, and plus some changes in the contribution to the medical plan.
Right.
I think as much as there's a drumbeat on national television about how the sky is falling, I also think we have to continue on with our lives and our businesses and our government operations. And those city employees, still need to, in my mind, be treated as fairly as you can under the circumstances. I realize there's other...
Like I said, the only problem I had with it is you should have told that caller that.
Yeah. There's I know there's other public employee unions that are getting, significantly higher raises. I think and probably in a perfect world, if negotiations had been starting, today instead of a year ago, we might have ended up at a lesser level. But, you have to do a couple of things. A is recognize the contribution of the employees. B, restrain spending on behalf of the taxpayers, and also the need to bargain in good faith. If you're going to have collective bargaining, you got to respect the process. So, taking all that into account, I thought it was reasonable to vote yes.